Hey guys, and welcome to the crime hour for today. Before I start, I want to say thank you. I just cracked 3,000 subscribers and I want to say thank you guys. I can't believe it, really. I'm grateful for every single one of you. I'm glad that I can help a lot of you find answers, okay, in your situation. I do read all of your comments and stuff, and yeah, thank you guys all for the support, okay? All the likes, all the support, all the nice messages and stuff. I appreciate every single one of you, truly. And yeah, let's see, okay? If any of you guys are interested in a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I do get a couple messages like on the contact form that people want to book a personal reading. If you want to book a personal reading, then book it through the online shop, okay? That's how you book a personal reading, okay? I'm not going to do it through email or through contact form. It's going to be solely through the online shop, okay? So just for anybody that, you know, in case you're wondering, okay? Now, I do want to figure out, because there's something about messages on a phone, okay? So somebody has been fabricating text messages on a phone. That kept coming out in crime hours, okay? That they were creating fake messages, catfishing, stuff like that. Now, what I want to figure out today is what exactly were they fabricating messages about, okay? What is in these messages, okay? So they were pretending to be you. They got themselves a little burner phone or something like that, okay? And then they texted themselves back and forth, you know, downloaded your picture out of the internet, something like that, and fabricated a bunch of messages. And I want to find out what exactly did they fabricate these messages about, okay? So let's see here. Holy angels, Holy Spirit, the archangels, the divine protectors that watch over us and guide us here on this journey. Tell me about these messages. Tell me about these fabricated messages here. Nine of Wands at the bottom. Okay, so we're starting out with the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Swords. Okay, definitely something about money. About money. A strategy for money. And what it looks like is it has something to do with giving and receiving money. So this is coming back to my last crime hour about selling something, buying something, paying something. So this is what they might have been fabricating messages about. Something to do with buying, something to do with selling. Let's see what exactly they were fabricating messages here on. Tell me, why is the Knight of Pentacles here? They're all flipping over in the deck. What is this here? The Fool. And the... Okay, hold on. We got the King of Cups here. We had the Fool here, and there was one other one that flipped over. The Page of Cups. So something about making an offer here. And you have a King of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. The Empress. The Chariot. And the Ten of Wands. Okay, so with the Chariot, I don't know if this is about driving somewhere, okay? It's kind of giving me like driving somewhere, okay? With the Chariot. Because this Chariot in this picture even looks kind of like a car. So maybe they were pretending to say something about like meeting up somewhere. It's almost what I'm getting here. Ten of Wands. Let's see. What's the Five of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. It goes 6, 5, 4. Emperor. and the Hanged Man. Okay, so it has something to do with an emperor trying to hold on to some sort of finances. I'm gonna have to clarify more to understand what's going on here. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Six of Swords. Strength. And the Four of Cups. So somebody sees you as being very strong, okay? Somebody does see your strength, but I feel like with the Three of Swords, almost somebody is trying to bring harm to you in some sort of way, okay? Somebody's trying to get out of something, move on to some sort of peaceful waters here. Maybe somebody's trying to overpower the situation is also what I'm getting here. Four of Cups. But somebody's unhappy. Somebody feels rejected. What is this? What the heck is this? Okay. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles here. What is this? It's a financial strategy. Somebody had a financial strategy here, and it had a lot to do with stabbing you in the back. It definitely has something to do with causing pain. I feel more than anything, this is definitely about betrayal. I mean, yeah, if they're fabricating text messages, then yeah, but it has something to do with finances, okay? Something to do with buying and selling. So they might have been trying to get you into legal issues, okay? So if somebody's trying to stab you in the back and hurt you, get you into legal trouble, then it must have to do something with like selling and buying something that's illegal, right? So that's what they might have been trying to frame you with. What's this Page of Cups? The Knight of Coins comes out again. The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay, look, on this card, this knight is sitting on a horse and he has like a coin in his hand and it looks like he's giving the coin, right? That's giving me this again, Chariot and the Six of Pentacles. It's giving me like someone going somewhere, driving somewhere with a coin in their hand. Like, look, driving somewhere in a chariot or on a horse, okay, to give someone money. That's giving me the same thing. So it has something to do with driving or transportation and going somewhere to give someone money. And it's almost like, it's like for something, for an Ace of Wands, for something. So why is the Nine of Swords here though? And the Page of Cups, it's like this, look at this, hold on. I feel like it's dark in here. It looks like, it's like, look at this, it's like a meetup. That's what this is giving me. It's like a meetup, right? It's like someone came to somewhere to buy something, and then you've got this person that's selling something. This is what they fabricated. It's like a deal. It's like a trade-off. Interesting. But this Knight of Coins here, whoever is bringing the money, right? This was betrayal. It was like, it was meant to be a betrayal. How exactly was this betrayal supposed to go down here? Ten of Swords. Because it has something to do with your work. Oh, okay. So we're back to them trying to say something about the way that you make your money. So they might have been trying to say that the way you make your money is by being this. They're trying to say that you're this Page of Cups that's like offering something, and you have like people come to you and buy something off you, right? That's how they're trying to betray you. It has something to do with your independence and how you make your money. They're saying that there's some sort of like men on horses or women on horses, take it how it resonates for you, that come towards you and give you money. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Tower. Okay. So why is the Nine of Swords here though? Queen of Pentacles. This is about how you make your money. This is about your business. If you're somebody that's self-employed, or you have your own business, or you're just somebody that's stable, okay? You're somebody that's stable. You do fine for yourself. This is what they're trying to get people. With this Nine of Swords, it's almost giving me like, this is what they're trying to do to other people, right? They're trying to get in other people's head about you, trying to make other people question you and confuse you, or have people overthinking about you, working with you, being associated with you. Huh. Something to do with how you make your money, okay? But tell me more about, why is this Nine of Swords here? The Page of Pentacles. It's all about investments. How you make your money. But not just that. Here's another person with a coin in their hand. It's about like who comes to your business, who gives you the coins, right? That's what they're trying to set up here. I mean, maybe this Nine of Swords, isn't Nine of Swords Gemini? But it's an air, maybe it's just an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Has something to do with money, okay? Why is the Fool here? Justice. So they took something to the justice system. Whatever these fabricated messages are about you and your money, or about, wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. They might have fabricated messages with these people, right? Pretending that they're coming to you to give you some sort of money, right? So this is the catfish. This is the messages right here. It has to be between someone pretending to be you, right? And then some suitors that have coins in their hands. So they must have fabricated messages about this, about some sort of like a business transaction or something like that. And this is what they took to court. They took a leap of faith to court here, to the justice system, with these fabricated messages. Because what their plan was, right? Their plan was to say something about your independence, and of course to have you in a, have you stabbed in the back 10 times, left for dead, right? Nobody gives a fuck about what happens to you. They wanted to betray you, right? So this is what they did. This is what they did. They fabricated messages with your work, with what you do for work, or saying that you do something for work, the way that you make your money. This is what they fabricated messages about. This is what they handed into court. So let's see, why is the King of Cups here? Who is this King of Cups? Two of Cups in reverse. Ah, okay, so this King of Cups could be somebody that you broke up with in the past. So this could be an ex-boyfriend that did this to you. How fucking crazy is that? A water sign masculine. A water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Water sign masculine, okay? That is maybe an ex. Or if you're a masculine water sign, okay? This is somebody that you broke up with, okay? But it's definitely an ex. How interesting. So an ex, a bitter ex that you dumped, okay? This person is trying to start drama and is fabricating messages. How interesting is that? Okay. So let's see. Why is the Empress here? The Devil in reverse, because you're not bound to some sort of toxicity, okay? So even if I'm talking to a masculine right now, okay, the Empress is here, but let's just take it as energy. So you're somebody that embodies all of the signs, okay? So you're somebody that knows how to make something grow, okay? You know how to use the elements, you know how to use from the earth, you know how to be grounded, you know how to use your logic and your mind and your creativity, you know how to put the emotion into the business, okay? And you know how to put the energy into it. So you master all of the elements, right? You know how to make something grow. You know how to make a business grow. You're somebody that but you're also very thoughtful because you master all of the elements, right? You're not bound to something. You're not toxic, okay? You don't have these toxicities here with the Devil in reverse. You might have even released toxicities, toxic people of the past, toxic behavior patterns, whatever it is to you, okay? But if you're an Empress energy, you cannot be holding on to toxic things of your life. When you reach Empress status, that means that you have evolved into the Empress, okay? You've gone through all of the elements, you learned all of the lessons, and you are growing, okay? But why is that here? Why is Devil in reverse here? Judgment. This is about your judgment. The judgment calls you make. You have released. Judgment is also about releasing, right? Judgment is about releasing things that don't serve you anymore with your better judgment. It's about letting things go. You've let go of so many things in order to grow, okay? Because if you're an Empress, you have to be able to let things go, okay? So why are you showing me this though? Why are you showing me this? Because of a Queen of Cups in reverse, and because a Queen of Cups in reverse is sad. Okay, so this might be somebody that you've left behind in the past. Now, here we go again with the water sign, okay? This could be a water sign feminine. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio feminine. Doesn't have to be though. This is just a feminine energy that is emotionally manipulative, victim complex, okay? Somebody that is very insecure. They might be a little bit unstable. This person was toxic in your life, whoever this is to you, if it's a feminine or a masculine, okay? But somebody around you was holding you back. Someone around you was manipulative. Someone around you was making you feel like you're not an Empress, okay? Because this Queen of Cups in reverse is not an Empress. They're a Queen of Cups in the reverse, right? This person is sad. This person is upset, but also because they don't have their emotions under control. This person could be over-emotional. They could be oversensitive, okay? Now, you made some sort of judgment call here and let this person go. You released toxicity in your life, okay? Which is weird because right before I asked, why are you showing me this? I got this example in my mind. Now, I didn't say it out loud, but now I'm like, okay, maybe I should say it. So when you're the Empress, okay, that's like the kind of status where, yeah, you can have, you know, your friends working for you, right? You can have, you can employ like people that are close to you, okay? Let's just say it like a business. But you're in that energy where you're gonna have to tell your friends what to do and what they're doing wrong, okay? And you're in that energy where you're gonna say it to them and you're gonna mean it. So if you're not an Empress, you're not able to do that. I hope you get what I'm saying. It's like, if you're not in that energy, in that right energy to be a leader, to be confident as a leader, to be confident as somebody that has the energy of a matriarch. I mean, you don't have to have, I mean, even if you're masculine, just, you know, take it how it resonates for you, okay? But it's just that energy of being a leader, being a fair leader, being a just leader, but also, you know, you're gonna have to be a leader, which also means that you're gonna have to tell people sometimes where their place is, okay? That's also part of being an empress, is that you're gonna have to tell people where their place is. You're gonna do it in a nice way, you're gonna let them down easy, but you can't, like, if you got an employee that's doing bullshit, even if they're your best friend from kindergarten, you're gonna have to tell them, right? You're gonna have to fire them. And that an empress or an emperor can do that, okay? Because you have the heart to, because you know how to talk to them, blah, blah, blah. I hope you get what I'm saying. I don't know why, but that's some sort of energy I'm getting off of this right now. And there's a Queen of Cups here in reverse. This person, you might have had to make a judgment call like this, Judgment and Devil in reverse, where you had to tell and sit down maybe someone that was close to you and say, look, I mean, yeah, we're close, but it ain't working out. This is toxic. It's not really, you know, it's not doing much for me. It's not doing much for you. I can't really deal with this kind of emotion, okay? You made a judgment call and you released this. You released something toxic because it was holding you back and it wasn't allowing you to grow in your life the way that you needed to grow. You realized that there was something that was kind of like a boulder in the path, and, you know, even if you're a mountain biker and you can get over that one easy, you'd still rather maybe not have that fucking boulder in your path, right? So you have to remove it, okay? This person was hurt about this. They don't understand this. They don't understand it. They don't like that you are in this energy. It makes them feel insecure. It makes them feel personally attacked. They don't like that see, the thing is, you as an empress or an emperor energy, you don't feel like you're better than them. You don't put yourself above others. You see things like very rationally, okay? So you're not putting yourself above this person. You're just rational enough to realize it's not working out and we need our distance and we should go our separate ways because it's just not healthy, okay? But you're not putting yourself above this person or thinking that you're better than them in any which way. But since this person is insecure, and since this person standing next to you might feel a little bit inferior, okay? They project this onto you and it makes them feel sad and it makes them feel bitter, and it makes them turn against you because they start getting this like, oh, you think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? You don't think you're better than this person. All you did was make a judgment call that it's not working out, okay? It's not healthy. You're not in that energy. You're in the energy of growth in your life, and then you've got someone here that doesn't want to grow. They're in the reverse, okay? But I'm getting off this person that they were like, oh, you think you're better than me. And the more that you shined your light, the more insecure it made them, the more it also kind of like brought this feeling out of them that they wanted to put you in your place, right? So let's go back to this example of you being a boss that, you know, you're working with a close person that you know or something like that, okay? Or you're associated with someone and you put this person in their place. You try to do it the nice way, okay? And this is like a festering wound for who you're dealing with, okay? So the more that they think about it and the more distance you have from them, the more they want to put you in your place, because they are, it's almost like a trauma response I'm getting. It's like they feel like you hurt some sort of a trigger point in them that makes them feel insecure, and now they want to like put themselves above you. They want to show you, it's like, but they don't want to show you to your face. It's more like, oh, I'm not going to let you tell me that I'm under you. I'm not going to let you. It's like this person's it's like emotionally immature, okay? It's somebody that can't handle the way that things went, or the fact that you released this, you passed judgment on the situation, and you said, I'm going to go my own way. This person is, it's like they're almost like in an ego battle with themselves, okay? There's like an internal struggle with them where they want to prove almost like to themselves that they are better than you, they are above you, okay? Okay, so You do have Chariot out here twice on the board, so you could be dealing with Cancers, okay? You do have a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups here, so could be, I mean, strong Cancer going on here, okay? But you could be a Cancer, take it how it resonates, okay? Yeah. So let's see, why is the Chariot here? The Knight of Swords. Tell me, with the Six of Pentacles again at the bottom, okay? And the Ace of Coins, again, it's giving me that like communication, transportation, and something with money. Tell me about the Chariot. Tower. What do you mean with Tower? Knight of Wands. It's about some sort of fast moving action, okay? Fast moving action. I really strongly feel like it has something to do with like travel, okay? Traveling. Look, Chariot, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, fastest cards in the deck. It's like and the Chariot as well. Something is about like fast forward movement, which is giving me strongly like transportation, okay? Transportation, traveling somewhere. Tower. Why is the Tower? World. Traveling somewhere. This can be about travel. Tell me, why is the Tower here? Why is this a Tower? Death. Another one on a horse. Eight of Cups. The Tower is that you walked away. You walked away from this person. So when you walked away from whoever this is to you, that is when this person had this like silent ego match with themselves. Like, oh, you think you're better than me. Oh, you think that you can put me in my place. Oh, you think that's where this started. Okay. So that's where this, almost, I feel like these ideas started of like, oh, how can I get this person back? And I honestly, I don't feel like you think you're better than this person at all. I feel like you don't put yourself above anybody. You don't walk around saying, oh, I'm better than this person. I'm better than this person. You don't. That has a lot to do with humility, okay? People that practice humility don't feel that way. This person, especially if you're in Empress energy with Judgment and the Devil in reverse, you don't have these toxic attachments like pride, okay? Ego. This person that you're dealing with, they have a lot of issues with pride and ego because I feel like that's what you hurt in them, and that's what they're trying to assert right now, okay? They don't like your humility. They don't like the fact that you walked away from them with your head held high, and because you're like triggering an ego wound in them, okay? Something prideful. So this person doesn't like that. They don't like the way you made them feel. But the thing is, you're not responsible for the way that these people feel. You are only responsible for your own feelings. Karmic people like this have not yet grasped that concept that only they are responsible for their own feelings. People like this love to blame other people for their feelings. It's like, I feel insecure. I feel like you put me in my place because you told me that you just don't want, this doesn't work out. It's like, you're triggering an ego thing in them. You're triggering their pride, and they feel like they have the right to act on that because they see you as the catalyst, okay? It's actually probably an invitation from Spirit to look at this wound, okay? And to heal that, okay? But that takes a thing of maturity and humility as well to say, okay, you know what? Maybe this person was right that they walked away. Maybe this person had a reason to walk away. Maybe I didn't act right in this situation. Nah, it's not happening here, okay? Because if you know who you are, you know your worth, you're an Empress energy. If you know what works for you, what doesn't. You're not going to be sitting around going, oh, I'm going to prove myself to this person. I'm going to put you in your place. There's no reason to do that. It's like, just knowing the circumstances of what happened, it's like everybody already knows where their places are, okay? So you already know where your place is, you know where that person's place is. There's no reason to like run after them and show them where their place is or show them anything. It's like the chips fall where they fall. It is what it is. Now it's time to move on, okay? But I'm just not sure yet with this person. Who are they trying to prove something to? It's like, because I'm getting more strongly, it's like they're almost trying to prove more to themselves than they are to you, because you hit an insecurity in them. And now they're trying to prove something to themselves about their own importance, is almost what I'm getting. It's like, I'm gonna show myself that I'm more important and I'm better and I'm bigger and this and this and this. But it's like, if you already know who you are, you're not gonna have to do all that. It's like, if somebody says something to you that you disagree with, you can, and you know exactly who you are, it's not gonna hit you that way. You know, you're gonna be like, okay, well, that's your opinion. I know I'm not that way, but you're very, you know, everybody has a right to their own opinion. So I guess we'll go our separate ways. Okay, that's fine. Acceptance, right? That's the thing of acceptance. This person, doesn't accept that you have an opinion of them, and it's almost like, it's almost like they know that. It's almost like they don't know. It's not something conscious. It's like down here in the gut feeling that you might be right with what they said, but they don't want to accept that about themselves because they don't see themselves in that way. So instead of accepting it, they're going to prove themselves. You get what I'm saying? It's like, this is some deep psychology shit. Okay, so tell me about the Ten of Wands. The World. So either it's like about, you know, you closing out a cycle with them, you wanting to have a new life, you wanting to go on a new path here, okay? They wanted to make this hard for you with the Ten of Wands. They wanted to make it hard for you to move on. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles. Because of your career. Because of something that you're working on. Because you're a master of your craft. So this is giving me jealousy, okay? Because if you're dealing with a Queen of Cups in reverse, this is someone that's jealous, okay? This is somebody that might feel inadequate, okay? They feel like you have something that they wish they had, okay? So your career or your success might be another thing that kind of triggers this person's insecurities, because they feel like this is another thing that makes them feel like you think you're better than them, okay? So they see you being successful, they see you being good at your craft, they see you working hard, okay? Making your money, but being a master at something, okay? You're very good at something, you're very good at what you do. This is you're a very hard worker. Ten of Wands, you're a very hard worker, okay? You work hard. This person doesn't work hard. It's like you are just being you. You are just a hard worker. You are just a master at your craft. You are just working hard at your job. You're doing something creative. This person is looking at you and it makes them feel bad about themselves because they're not working hard, or they haven't mastered a craft, or they don't have the opportunities that you have. And it's giving them a feeling of jealousy and inadequacy. And they don't like that, okay? They don't like that you are just in a position where it's like a delusional thinking in their own mind. They are doing this to themselves, this thinking pattern of, oh, this person thinks that they're better than me because they have a nice job and they're so good at their craft and they have a career and they think they're so much better than me. You don't fucking think that. You don't fucking think that. You're just doing your thing. You're just mastering your craft. You're just working hard. You're just only focused on yourself. Meanwhile, this person is having an ego trip because they think that you think you're better than me. No, it's that you are triggering something in them. It's jealousy. It's like, they see something in you that they feel. It's like they feel like that is better than them. So they're projecting these feelings onto you, okay? Oh, you think you're better than me because you have more success than me. They internally feel that way. They feel that in their heart that you are better than them. That is what they think. That is truly what they think and they believe. They believe and think that you are better than them. You reached more than them. You have more success than them. Okay? They're projecting this onto you though. They're saying, you think that, you think that. No, they think that. They think that, they believe that, but they're projecting it onto you. Meanwhile, you're somebody that's just humble, okay? You just are someone that's focused on you. You're focused on your own growth, your own business. You're not focused on this petty drama shit. But because of your humility, because of your leadership qualities, because of the fact that you are not focused on this insecurity bullshit, okay? What they wish would happen, what this person would love and revel in, is if you were insecure and if you were like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be good enough. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it big. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be successful. Because then this person will feel like they are better than you. They don't like the fact that you have an energy that they feel like is better than them. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's hitting an insecurity in them of something that they feel like they don't have. They don't possess the qualities. So they're saying, oh, you think you're better. No. And now they're coming at you like, I'm going to show you where your place is because you're not better than me. Just with that petty thinking, you already know. It's like there's no competition because you're not on that petty ass fucking level. That is low vibrational petty ass middle school bullshit, okay? That this person is on. Yeah. And they feel like they need to show you your place. When in reality, they're trying to knock you down so that they feel better about themselves again because you are making them feel insecure. And this person has a lot of insecurities, maybe even from like childhood, okay? This person has deep issues that they refuse to heal. It probably goes back really far. They probably don't even realize that they're doing this. This person might have stunted emotional development, okay? They don't act their age. They don't act their age. They're never going to act their age. This person has stunted emotional development. That's why they don't understand your humility. That's why they don't understand the way that you are, because they are probably older than you and they have not reached that level. Okay? So tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Moon in reverse. Okay, yeah, this moon in reverse is giving me, again, this unconscious mind that this person has, okay? Or these subconscious insecurities, these fears of being in poverty. This person has a huge fear of lack, okay? They have a huge fear of, it has a lot to do with like insecurities, okay? Feeling like they're not good enough. This person has deep traumatic issues with feeling like they're not good enough. This could be something that really goes back to childhood, okay? So they feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they could even have money wounds. This person has money wounds. It has a lot to do with the Five of Pentacles. Like they feel like they're only good enough if they have money. If they feel like if they're in lack and poverty, they're not good enough, okay? So this person has weird money wounds, okay? So you're triggering this in them because they tie worth a lot to money. So if they see you being successful and being an emperor, empress energy, this makes them feel like they're not good enough. Something is a competition here, okay? But also this feeling of being not good enough, okay? They're projecting this onto you. They're acting like you are making them feel this way, when no, you're not making them feel this way. You are not responsible for this person's feelings. They feel like they're not good enough because they have issues with their fucking self-worth and realizing what is actual self-worth. They refuse to heal the wound of self-worth and self-confidence. Okay, so let's see. What's the Two of Wands here? The King of Swords. Okay, I don't know who this person is. There's a King of Swords here that made some sort of a choice or decision. And about a Queen of Wands. Or because of a Queen of Wands. What is this choice that was made here? Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So we have the Five of Pentacles on top of the Five of Pentacles. Somebody made a choice here that would have put someone else in poverty. This broke their heart. I cannot even believe how these cards came out. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Watch this. Watch this. Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords. They literally came out the exact same way. Okay? This has a lot to do with somebody's lack mindset and them being in poverty, them feeling like they are going to be abandoned and left behind and in lack. And this is something that is terrifyingly painful to them. Or this is what they wanted to do to you, okay? Let's see. Why is the Four of Coins here? Seven of Swords. So, okay, so we're coming back to, yeah, this storyline of these greedy people, okay, that are trying to hold on to some sort of resources, finances. They're trying to hold something back. They want to hold on to it for dear life because they feel like they deserve it more. They don't want to share. They want to have it all to themselves. They're trying to steal something, get away with something, and like I said, steal it all, get away with it. They don't like sharing because poverty for them is extremely painful, okay? For some reason. They have a huge fear of poverty because I feel like with these people, they tie their self-worth to money. If they don't have money, they feel like they're not worth anything. If they cannot give money to people, they feel like they're not going to love them. These people have like love language, gift giving, okay? They love buying things for everyone. They think that that is love. So this is the kind of person where, like, if this is parental figures, okay? This person will never make you feel loved through words, okay? They're never going to tell you, like, if this is a Queen of Cups in reverse, this might be a mother figure, okay? So let's just take this mother figure as an example. This kind of a mother will never tell you that they love you. If they do, it just doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel genuine. They're not ever going to care about their emotions because all they care about is their own emotions, okay? They're always going to play the victim. They're never going to listen to your problems because their problems are always more important, okay? This mother figure doesn't know how to give love. They don't know how to show love. They don't know how to care about someone else's problems because, like I said, they only care about their own pride, their own feelings, their own issues. That they're very self-absorbed because there's something about stunted emotional development, okay? This person feels like, if I buy things for you, then that's love. So this kind of mother will always buy you everything that you want. They will. They're going to buy you everything you want. They're going to buy everything for you. They're going to always make sure you have the best things because that is what they equate with love. So if they think, well, I'm going to buy you the biggest present and the nicest thing, and I'm going to always give you everything you want, that's love. But they're not going to be there for you emotionally. They're not going to pick you up on your saddest and hardest days. They're not gonna really show any kind of emotional support, okay? If anything, they're gonna see that you're somebody that's maybe confident, secure, and they're gonna feel insecure about that, okay? So a lot of what they do is with their self-worth, it's tied to money. So they're gonna want to always have the most money because then they can always buy the nicest things and then they can stay in that ranking, right? See, if all of a sudden the child has more money than them and they're poor, then what do they have left? Then the child can buy the nicest things. And what about their worth then? What about Christmas? When the child is all of a sudden bringing home the nicest gift and they're only bringing over a bottle of wine, like, what am I going to look like then? Because they don't have anything else to offer. If you get what I'm saying, that's this person. So being in poverty for them is painful because this is their self-worth. This is all they have that they feel like they have to give, okay? And not just that, this is how they measure their own self-worth. They only feel worthy if they can buy themselves the nicest things. They feel worthy when they have the biggest car, the designer shoes, the Prada handbag. That is how they feel like they are worth something. Isn't that sad? Because they feel like no matter what they do, they're not good enough. They feel like as a human being, they are not enough. With what they have to give to others, the love that they have to give, they feel like that's not enough. They feel like they have to give money, valuables to be enough. That's childhood trauma right there. That is something that needs healing and therapy, but that is not something they want to look at. They are somebody that then feels cranked in their pride and lashes out, okay? Because they don't have emotional maturity to really understand like the complexity of this kind of a situation, right? So when they feel like their money is being threatened, they are like, well, then we need to, steal it and get away with it. So why is the Emperor here? Okay, so this Emperor then had a grand idea here to manifest something with the Magician. They're like, I have an idea for 10 of Pentacles, okay? Why don't we use a Hierophant and send a message here to a Hierophant? Something about giving and receiving money. What's the Hangman? An Ace of Cups. The Hermit. So they were trying to get some sort of an offer here in secret on the down low. They thought that this would be able to cut themselves out of some sort of situation where they felt like they were in lack, okay? There's two issues in this situation. The first issue is that somebody is very materialistic. Somebody cares a lot about having the finer things in life. Somebody cares a lot about money, okay? They're standing here, them being able to buy whatever they want. The second issue is pride. And them feeling like they need to prove to themselves that they are better than others, okay? They need this for their own self-worth, almost like. So if you're dealing with these kind of people would definitely throw someone else under the bus in order to gain finances, because they're killing two birds with one stone. The first stone being the poverty, gaining resources and finances. The second stone being that they're throwing someone else under the bus, okay? And making someone look bad so that in turn they feel better, their pride feels better.